There seem to be three kinds of puzzle games on the XBLA Indie channel. Those that try to look as retro as possible to varying degrees of success, those that are just a front for nigh pornographic material, and those that take advantage of the high-res capability of the machine to create something that looks great and plays well. Mega City, Upbot Goes Up, and Cylinder are prime examples of the latter, and I'm more than willing to add Atoms, yes, the exclamation point is mandatory, to that list. Sure, it's an incredibly simple game, a kind of two-dimensional Mancala. The tutorial lasts about 18 seconds and lays out everything you need to know. Players take turns placing atoms on the board, either in an empty square and one containing one of their own atoms. A square hits critical mass when it contains n atoms, where n is the number of orthogonally adjacent squares. A square gone critical is emptied, and its atoms are distributed to the adjacent squares, potentially claiming enemy territory in the process. And chain reactions are awesome. Atoms manages to build in a level of excitement through the manipulation and wide game-swinging capability of these chains that other puzzlers of its ilk can't really match. If all you've got left is one near-critical square, you're by no means out of the game. The only way to be disqualified is to be left with no representation on the board after the first turn. The handy-dandy info panels on the left there indicate the current turn, which controller the active player's holding, and the balance of power on the board, aka the gang up on this guy meter. But despite the excellent presentation, including a default professor named White sure to appeal to Breaking Bad fans, my largest gripe with the game is the lack of a difficulty setting. The downside to having a competitive game that's easy to grasp is that, well, I kinda curb stomped a lot of them. Like, bad. And here's the rub. Yes, there's support for up to 6 players, including 4 local and as many scientist-impersonating robots as you require. And yes, there's online multiplayer, which is always welcome for any XBLA indie title. Unfortunately, indie titles tend not to have large install bases, so the odds of actually finding anyone online and interested in the game are, well, about 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd to 1, which I suppose is kind of fitting. On the other hand, if you happen to know some friends and could twist their arms to spend $1 on a pretty awesome little puzzle game, that'd be a different story. Or you could always just threaten them with some fulminated mercury.